going on, y'all? Back with another video. Look, so I know this video isn't kind of like something I do on my channel. I'm usually like playing games or something like that, and my schedule is a little all over the place. That's neither here nor there. But if you see in the title of this video, I now have diabetes, which is weird because I've never had any type of like problems in my life at all. Like I never had any medication for anything. I don't have anything. I don't need anything or anything like that. But I don't know. It's definitely interesting, and it makes it even worse because I actually had videos planned out and ready to post. But at this point, is I could still post them, but it's not really a point. So I don't know. I'll see what I do about that. But this video is mostly for like family and friends and stuff like that, so I don't have to keep explaining this story over and over again. But I don't know. It's weird. So what happened was like I I was sitting at the computer right here actually, playing games or whatever, and then I got up. I didn't really feel too good. I felt like weakness and stuff like that. I had to run to the bathroom nonstop, and but the main thing that was getting me was like I felt thirsty. Like I had went on DoorDash. I was getting some food and stuff at the house anyway, so ordered some juices and stuff like that just to drink because, like I said, I feel dehydrated. So I'm drinking those, and I just at some point I just get into bed and I'm trying to go to sleep, but I can't go to sleep. And then I just feel like I gotta throw up, and it just started rushing out. I'm trying to hurry up and get up and go to the bathroom, but it just starts coming out. It gets all over the floor in my room and in the sink in the bathroom, and I'm just like, bro. I go into the hospital and I start to feel weaker. I feel noticeably weaker. Maybe I was like a well, I was a little tired, but I definitely felt a lot weaker. So we get there, my mom takes me, and like I was up for most of it, but I don't know if I just like went to sleep or blacked out or whatever the case is, but it felt like I was in one of the rooms downstairs, and then I just woke up in another room, the girlfriend next to me, my mom on the other side, and I don't know, it was weird. And the first day, I was just like out of it. I was all over the place. I remember bits and pieces, but I don't know. So the first day, I'm not really paying attention. I'm just kind of just sleeping and chilling and not really. I don't really remember much if I'm being honest, but that's just kind of what was going on. And come to find out, my blood sugar was like 740 or something like that when I first went in. So um, I talked to my doctors and everything like that, and I get my insulin. And I don't know. I started feeling weaker while in the hospital. It was weird. Like I was sitting in bed, and I'm just like the hospital is supposed to be somewhat cold, like on purpose. I know that, but whenever I get cold, I feel weak and tired. Like that's just always been a thing for me. Like if it's cold, I feel tired. I want to take a nap. So I'm just sitting there in bed, and like I start feeling weaker and weaker and weaker to the point where I'm just like, bro, I need to I need to just get up. I walk around something. I get up because I had to use the bathroom anyway. So I was like, bro, I'm tired of pissing in that stupid little container that they got. So I get up and go to the bathroom, and I walk over there, and I almost fall. Like I don't even think nobody knows this, but I mean they're gonna know it now after the video. But I almost fall. So then I was like, all right, I think I'm gonna get back in bed. Plus they didn't let me shower at first anyway, so I was just kind of sitting in bed, and I didn't have a reason to go to the bathroom besides to actually go to the bathroom. But I was hooked up to an IV, so yeah. Um, I started walking around and everything, and I feel like I'm getting my strength back and everything. So I'm a lot more confident getting up. And at some point, I asked, I'm like, wait, you said I got diabetes, and it caught me off guard because I'm like, what do you mean I have diabetes? What? Like that was weird to me because I'm like, I had well up to this point, unknowingly, I had signs. I just didn't know that that's what that was related to. So they say that, and I'm just sitting there like, man, I have diabetes. I got diabetes. Wow, that's kind of crazy. But um, I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, man, I got diabetes. So I'm like processing it, and I'm like, wait a minute, what all comes with diabetes? And the crazy part is like, as I'm sitting there realizing that I have diabetes, and I'm putting it together, I'm realizing that I probably had diabetes my entire life because like say whenever I go to the bathroom or whatever, right? Usually whenever I do, my urine is like bubbly, bro. Like it looked like it looked like if you was to like take dish soap and put it in a sink and then just like mess with it or whatever and then it gets bubbly, like that's how it looks. So that's been happening. That's been a thing as far back as I can remember. So that was one thing. The weakness every now and then. I mean, beforehand I was just like, oh well, I'm just tired, whatever, or I'm fatigued rather, whatever. So I didn't really think too much on that. Come to find out, um, when you're on insulin, there's a chance that it can mess with your eyesight, right? Because the sugar's too high or too low, whatever the case is. And then you start seeing these little like brown spots and like some red or like you'll have spots like kind of like in your peripherals of your eyesight. Me not knowing before, I'm just like, oh, that's weird, whatever. I didn't think too much of it. It was weird, but I didn't think too much of it because it's always been a thing. But man, apparently that's like that's your veins or whatever messing with your eyesight, so your eyesight gets blurry. So that's been a thing my entire life, and I just thought that that was normal. Everybody got that, whatever. It just happens, whatever, or maybe your eyes are strained, or whatever the case is. I just thought it was normal. Everything else I didn't really experience before. Like now, like say if it's too low or too high, I noticed like my like I'll feel a little hot or whatever, or my heart rate will start beating faster and I'll start shaking or whatever. Like that, I hate that so much, bro. Especially my first time, like when we left the hospital to go get my insulin, that was horrible. We leave the hospital and they discharge me and everything, and I'm trying to get out of there the entire time. It's not really much to tell because um, when I got up, they gave me my insulin. I was just chilling in bed, order my food, eat my food, go to sleep. Insulin, like it was just that on repeat. So it's not really much to tell there, but we leave and we go to get my insulin, and it was something wrong with the insurance or something like that. And but the whole time I'm just sitting there getting more and more annoyed, but I don't know that this is like a side effect because like usually I'm pretty tame. It's like I don't really trip about stuff like that because like I'm under control all the time, so I don't really trip out like that. And we get up there, and like I said, it's some type of insurance problem. But then I start feeling my body shaking, and I'm jittery and everything, and I'm getting more and more annoyed. So yeah, it was weird, but um yeah, we get it. They show us how to use the new stuff or whatever, and at this point, I'm not even paying attention. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I'm just saying, okay, 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 so I could just hurry up and get out of there because I feel like I need fresh air for real. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was just sitting there and I'm like, I can't see straight. I can't sit still. My hands is shaking, and like I like partially can't breathe. So I'm like, all right, well, this is weird. I'm going through all this for the first time, and it's weird because I'm like, usually I don't. My body doesn't do this. Like, there's only been one other time where I was like shaking like that, but that was only after like I think I was like playing basketball or something like that, and I hadn't eaten all day. That's the only time that's ever happened, but that was like years ago. Like that was probably like what 14 or something like that. But yeah, that was weird. Um, and apparently my blood sugar was low, which I had figured that like as I was sitting there going through it, I was like trying to honestly keep my shit together. If I'm being real, like I was trying to just get my shit together because I'm like, bro, I'm shaking. Like, why am I shaking? And apparently I just needed sugar, but at the time I didn't know that, so I'm like, I need my insulin. Like, I didn't know that I needed sugar, but I in my head I thought I needed my insulin, and they were taking too long. So I'm like, fuck it. And then it get to a point where I'm just shaking so much that I just lean up against the wall, and I'm just like, bro, I don't know what the I don't know what's going on, bro. Like, this is so unnatural of me at all. Like, oh, bro, that was bad. That was so bad. And I get in the car and I we get this candy, but my mom was like, "Oh, no, no, no." The doctor was like, "Oh, you just had some candy on you or something like that," which I had been told that before, but I didn't know how serious it was. Like, oh, you really need to keep something on you, like some type of sugar or something. So I see this bag and I'm just like, fuck it, grab this, let's go. I don't care. I literally don't care. Like usually I would take a minute, like, oh, okay, that look good, that look good. I might grab this, whatever. But I'm just like, literally grab anything. I don't care. Let's go. So I grab this bag and I'm like, okay, cool, this works. We get up there and pay for it. But as soon I'm talking about as soon as we get in the car, like I put my stuff down, I grab the bag and I just throw three in my mouth and I'm down in them, bro. And I didn't know how quickly eating stuff like that can affect your sugar because like maybe not even like 2 3 minutes later I was fine ish. Like I was still shaking, but it wasn't to the degree that it was when we was in there. So I was like, okay, I need to take my insulin. I need to figure out how to do this and check my blood sugar and all of that. Cool. At this point, I'm thinking about it because what's happening in there is now coming back to me as I'm sitting there in the car. I'm like, okay, I need to do this, and I need to do this, and I need to do this, and yada yada yada. But I'm still eating the candy because I'm still shaking, but it's just not as bad. So I get home, we figure it out, and that was day one. And I was just like, I was just sitting there, and I'm just like, dude, I gotta make sure my stuff is right, bro, because I can't go through that. I can't do that every single time my blood sugar is low. I can't do that. I can't. I'd rather it be too high than too low, bro. I'd rather it be too high than too low because shaking like that, like if I was by myself and I had went up there and the same issue had happened, I probably would have just like straight up asked him like, "Hey, I'm not okay to do this. Can you um give me my first shot or whatever the case?" I probably would have just asked him honestly, but yeah. So that was day one. We get home and we figure it out, and then it's time for me to like actually take the insulin. And I still have like we had three from the doctors, and they had the guard on it. I had never taken insulin without the guard on the actual like insulin stick or whatever. So I take those, and then I gotta take it again, but this one don't have the guard on it. It's just straight needle. Like I'm just sitting there looking at it like man, that's without that guard, like that's a lot of needle, bro. Like, man, that's a lot of needle, and it really wasn't even a lot. Like it, it just looked like a lot because the guard wasn't on it, but it was probably very literally like the exact same size. Honestly, it was just exposed. So I take it, and it's like this entire time I'm trying to like make sure my body is in check because I'm like, okay, I need to pay attention to how I'm feeling so that when I feel it again, I know what to do. Like that, like I'm not even like mentally there. I'm trying to just like figure out my body type of thing. So I take it and I feel that burning sensation more so than when I was in hospital. So I'm like, like I wasn't screaming or nothing, but it was just like, like it was just so uncomfortable to take it like the first three times, first day really. So my first four shots, I was just like, especially the long acting one, like that one is like mine. My long acting one is 42, so I'm sitting here kind of holding it for a minute. That's a lot of insulin. So yeah, that was not it. It wasn't it. And since then, I've gotten used to it. Like I've been late here and there. I've been early here and there. I've done it in like the wrong order, but I mean, as long as I do it, then it doesn't really matter. Like sometimes I do my insulin like I do it like before or I do it after because I'm still kind of getting used to it. And luckily on the health app on iPhone, they have it to where you can do it from before or after unspecified and what your blood sugar was and everything like that. So I've been tracking it this whole time, and it's been going. Like to me, it's still weird, but it's been going. Like at this point, I have to do it, so it's not like I really have a choice. But it's been going. But I want to switch over and kind of change the topic about the insulin and go to like my perspective of it and like how I feel about it because me personally, I feel like I shouldn't have it. Like nobody should have it, but it was more so of a thing like I like the fact that I never needed any type of like drugs or anything or any type of medication or whatever or however you want to say it or view it. I'm glad I never needed it. So now that I need it, like I very literally need it, it's bugging me because I was more so one of those dudes where it's like if my body can't figure it out, oh well, like it's gonna adapt or it is what it is. I was one of those, and me being a gym head before didn't make it any better because I would just be like, oh, just throw some ice on it, you'll be all right, cool, or you'll be all right, just sit through it, sweat through it, whatever. So going from that to like full on taking my medication every 4 hours, like it was just. I'm not gonna lie, even now that's still a bit of a hard shift for me. Like that's a 180. It definitely is a 180, and I hate it because it's like I'm now dependent on this stick of medicine that I need every 4 hours. Well, not necessarily need. I can skip on one. Like say if it's my last shot of the day and I'm about to go to sleep. Instead of taking my short one and eating it and taking my short one out, eating it, take my long one. Call it a day, go to sleep, whatever. So I've been doing that every once in a while, and I don't know. I just feel weird about it. Like I'm okay doing it. It is what it is. I know I got to do it, so there's not really much I can do about it. But I don't know. I just feel weird about it. And I hope I won't need anything else. But I get the feeling like I'm probably gonna need glasses. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My vision has been getting blurry and everything like that. And apparently it's from like my blood sugar like changing, I guess, too rapidly. But I don't know. That's it's bugging me because now, like, um, when I go to my phone or whatever the case is, I very literally can't see. So, like, like right now, right now I got my notes up. Right, I'm making a video. It is what it is. Or I'll have my phone or whatever. Right, especially on my phone, I can't read text messages anymore at this point. Like, I literally had to turn up the size on my phone of the text of everything, like on all apps, because I can't see it. Like, you know how, well, all of, like, everybody probably can't do the same thing, but you, like, if you know, then you know. If you don't, it's fine. But you know how you can, like make your eyes blurry on your own, and then when you relax, your eyes just go back to normal. It's the opposite for me. Like, I have to focus for my eyes to be straight, and then when I relax, it goes back to blurry, and it's weird. Like right now, if I was to look at my phone and my text size was normal, I couldn't, I wouldn't be able to read it. Like, if you was to hold a gun to my head and say read this, I wouldn't be able to do it. So I don't know. I definitely need to figure out what I'm gonna do with my eyes, um, and do what I gotta do with that. But I don't know. It's bugging me because it was never anything ever wrong with my eyes. If anything, I have 20/20 vision, so my eyes being blurry is just more so messing with me. Although I can imagine, like, if you already don't have good eyes, and then now your eyes are blurring even more, like, I wouldn't be able to do it. But next I want to talk about changes to my channel. And it's funny too, because I've made like 4 of these videos already, but there shouldn't be any changes at all. Like, if anything, I'm trying to get more consistent. But realistically, like, especially right now, it's just I'm going through like a real life change here, and as much as I hate it, I really don't have a choice but to go through it. So uh, I don't know. It's been weird because it's like I will sit here and, like, say, like, right now, I got my recording software on one screen, and I got my main screen on the other screen. I got my games right there, and honestly, I just don't be feeling like playing them. I just don't feel like doing anything. If anything, I just been turning on YouTube and just sitting there watching it, like, because like because it's like, bro, yes, I can play the games. Yes, I'll be able to see, but I just feel drained. Like, I don't know. I just feel drained. Like, I'm not in the mood to play it. I'm not in the mood to really get on. So I don't know. It's weird. Sorry about that cut, but I just feel like my throat was getting dry. But yeah, it's weird. There shouldn't be any real changes to my channel or anything like that. Um, I'll try to get back to posting and everything, but realistically, it's just a weird life change that I'm going through at the moment. So I won't try to let it take over as much as it probably should, honestly, because now it's like I can't live without it. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. There's no point in, like, trying to cry over it. Not really the type anyway. If anything, is more so like I'm thinking about it like, okay, well, it's diabetes. I can't live without it. So I just got to do it right the first time. So you know. So what's next is, I would say I would get used to it. I would just have to just do what I got to do. Watch what I eat. I've been told that. Excuse me. I've been told different things about what I can and can't eat, but honestly, I'm gonna just eat what I want and just watch my portion sizes and keep it going from there. update y'all every once in a while about it, and just go from there. If I do a lot of cuts in my videos, I'm probably taking my insulin. I'm not gonna lie, or just grabbing something to eat. Or if you see me chewing on something, it's probably because my sugar is low. So if you suddenly see a cut and I'm eating something or whatever the case is, just that's probably why. Um, and yeah, this video is mostly for like I said, family, friends, maybe like a couple new people might see it. And that way I don't have to explain it 99 times, and that way you get a gist of like how I feel about it. And yes, I'm fine to the family members out there that probably gonna see this video. I'm perfectly fine. It's just an adjustment that I gotta make, and I'm up for it. I'm not depressed or anything. Nothing's wrong. Um, really, I feel fine, and I think that's what's bugging me because I don't feel like I have diabetes, and that might backfire on me. But I'm taking my insulin. I'm making sure I got something to drink, something to eat, which so I'm good. Um, yeah, bro, I really don't have too much to add besides that. As to where I've been with my videos and stuff like that, it's just like I just haven't been feeling like it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, especially now, we having problems with the internet, so sometimes I can't stream. So that's a thing. I can record videos, so that's just what I'm gonna do, and go from there. So, if you haven't already, go ahead and like, comment, sub. I got a second channel called Corrupt Duality, and I'm gonna post more on there, doing like story times and stuff like that. And yeah, go ahead and have a good day.
She rolls my split the fattest. I cheap the blunt, she screams enough. I taste with shots right after. Geeked and fucked up, I'm having fun. I know this never lasting. I fall in love while I'm fucked up. That's my damn red is flagged in money. If I can't have the love, then I take money. Designer clothes and broken hearts is all she's wanting.